Hello there, you're watching Wilhelm Miniatures. In this episode I'm going to paint these three characters from my ongoing Kickstarter campaign Daemons of Decay. I have decided to try to paint these in different ways using different techniques. This is the third round of painting, and this time I'm going to paint in the GRIMDARK style, which is a term that is very open for interpretation. I'm going to rely on oil washes for the shadows and also to tint the colors a bit, but I still need a decent underpainting, and I need to establish some light and shadows. So the brain can't be the same color as everything else, so I'm giving it a coat of purple. I sprayed these miniatures with a protective layer of just a clear varnish spray. When I start working with oils now, I will be using some mineral spirits as a thinner, and that might dissolve paint. It actually might dissolve this protective coat as well, so one needs to be a little bit careful, but it should be fine. I'm not sure what colors I want to use, but I do want some fairly dark shadows, so to begin with I'm just going to put down a few drops of what I might end up using. So some burnt umber, a little bit of black, also maybe get some warmth in there with some burnt sienna. It's a very nice color for skin tones. Maybe some blue. I actually like the phthalo green, which is green, not blue, but it's quite bluish when it's applied thinly. And lastly, I think these two reds, because I need some red onto the wounds and the brains and stuff. Start with a dark tone all over wash to begin with, and then we can do some colors after. So yeah, I just picked these three. Red and green together becomes brown, of course. I also added some brown, so it's gonna be a brown with some, a bit of variation in it, which is nice. It's actually very blue, so let's do more red. It's actually extremely black, this one. Let's get some pure red as well. On the rocks I just want to have it very thin, just in the cracks, while on the miniature itself I'm actually going quite heavy, because I do want to work more on the removal process than just the application. Doesn't look like anything right now, but we'll see. Oil paint take quite a long time to dry, but I used a hairdryer to speed up the process. Now we try it out. So I have a cotton swab thingy with a little bit of mineral spirits on it. This is kind of a way of dry brushing, or it works kind of similar. That you kind of want to work on the tops. Okay, something is up with the colors on the camera again. It's very pink. Not sure what's going on. It's very convenient to film with the phone, but it's super annoying that it has all of these auto enhancement thingies. Really hate that. So it tries to kind of automatically correct for the lighting you have, and if you paint or if you film sometime in the day, sometime in the night, it kind of works differently. It would be better if it just looked like day and night instead of trying to correct for the colors, because this one on camera looks completely red, while here is very beige, the highlights that I worked out. Yeah, previously I have used this one mostly for hard surfaces, for armors and vehicles and such, which then of course works kind of differently, because you want to get the panel lines right. So then you basically just want to have the wash flow into those lines and then clean up, while here it's a little bit more organic, which is more fun. Need to work in a bit more colors around, so I'm just stippling on some areas that need some more interest. Red around the wounds is a good start. It's a safe one. This one is turning a little bit too similar to the base, so I'm making the feet red. Oil paints can be very thick, which is good, as you can build up some texture on the surface. So yeah, stippling this one on will make it look kind of gnarly in a way. Also, the effect that I did on the sword here, I did with burnt umber and burnt sienna, giving it kind of rusty appearance. Maybe it's blood, maybe it's rust. Who knows? Very nasty appearance, at least. Going back and forth with different browns and reds and greens, and then wiping off the surface, I am starting to get quite nice skin tone for this one. Definitely a very fitting pale, but yeah, the shadows are quite dark, so it's got a very dramatic shadow, a very dramatic lighting, you might say, which is cool. I do maybe think still that it's a little bit it's missing something. It's brown and red, basically. They all are. So yeah, have to think a bit about that. Especially this one seems very pink, the whole thing. While here I have been able to, to place the colors differently. So I'm quite happy with this one. It's starting to get good. Same with this one, it's also pretty nice. The face though, for these two, were quite hard. This one with a quite big face and few features works well in this style, while here I need to do something more, I think. I like the entrails on this one, but yeah, it could be interesting to have a little bit of green in there as well. Especially since this green is darker, so I can try to outline some of the nasty parts. I've left these to dry for a while, and I think they look pretty good. This one I actually think is finished, except for the base rim. But these do need a little more, I think, especially the teeth and eyes on this one. We're not actually supposed to put acrylics on top of oil paints, but I think it's going to be fine. I think this is definitely what was needed to make this character pop. I think I will leave the eyes very, just white, just to have them poking out like this and not do any effects. I like that they in general are very dark and colorless and oil painty. And there we have it. 3 more of my Daemons of Decay, this time painted in the GRIMDARK style. It was super fun to paint with oil paints, and I think it worked out very well for these designs, as they do have quite a lot of textures and the details are quite... when I sculpted them, I tried to make them so that they would be easy to dry brush and use washes on, so they are quite sharp, which I like. And that worked out very well with the reductive oil painting technique as well. Follow the link in the description for the Kickstarter for these and get some for yourself. Or of course use this technique on any monster or fleshy blob that you are going to paint.